Okay, it is time for game number 3 of Anuzarg versus Montasaurus. Montasaurus currently up 2 games. Just decided to go random. This is going to be on Waystation. In the top left part of the map, it is our Zerg player, the green random player actually at the moment, Montasaurus. Usually playing Terran, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. In the bottom right, we have his opponent, the purple Zerg player, D9 Ladder Clan's Anuzarg. So I guess we're in for a ZVZ, guys. So these games can go very, very fast. This is like the longest possible positions, though, from another Zerg, really. Montasaurus trying the mind games, actually attempting to lie and say that his race is Protoss here. This is actually pretty unprecedented. I never really see anybody attempt to do this. Hopefully Anuzarg's got his I don't trust you sensors on. And yeah, he does. He's thrown out the drone immediately to make sure he gets the scout. Whose ire, he says, question mark. Spelling. It actually could be A-U-I, but not really going to check that at the moment. But yeah, pretty much right now, though, he's not doing anything that would really allow him to take advantage of this mind game, though, so it's not really a big deal. Pretty much if he won for an early pool, and Anuzarg was assuming he was facing a Protoss opponent, that could actually give him some serious issues, because there's really only one Protoss build that can hit that fast, and that's the Proxy Gate. And he would still be able to defend that, and it's potentially with a fast expand. It just depends on really if you can get to their base and scout it. But yeah, he sees the creep now, so Anuzarg is well aware that his type life is not for Ire, except for perhaps the Zerg-infested version of Ire. See if we get any comment from Anuzarg here. Kind of doubted, to be honest. And here's what we've got. We've got a fast gas going into a first pool, and Montasaurus is going to try Ninja Expand. This is incredibly dangerous, what he's doing. Liar, liar, Zerg pants on fire. Anuzarg is just going to build some lings and attack him. And honestly speaking, I don't know if he's really going to have a whole lot to defend against this. I like the building setup, though. We have starting to get gas here from Montasaurus. He's got this spawning pool right here. Once the queen's out, he can actually just tuck this right here. And it's pretty well defended from the lings. They'll have to run all the way around to get to a defensive position. We'll see if he's quick enough on the reflexes to be able to do that, though. Unfortunately, ZVZ is one of those few matchups where micro begins to matter well before plat and diamond. This is a matchup where micro is incredibly important. For some reason, 3 spine crawlers from Anuzarg here. This is way overkill and not at all what he should be doing right now. I can understand 1 for defensive purposes, but if he goes into a really heavy passive defense like this, he could be in a really awkward spot. He's getting a fast lair. Oh, is he going fast ultras? Oh, we haven't actually seen Anuzarg attempt this in quite some time. I don't really think it's the right choice necessarily in this situation now that his opponent's actually going for a fast expand. But he does have an Overlord in position here, and if he can bring him up just a little bit higher, he'll be able to keep an eye on the ramp and see the inevitable drone transfer. Without the drone transfer, this is actually a little bit weaker than a normal expand. Oh, there comes the drones. Will he notice it? Anuzarg's vision is he's currently all the way down there. I think that did pop up. And now he's saying early D back. Oh man, I don't think he has any idea that this is happening. Oh boy. Really what he needs to be doing right now is something really aggressive, and instead Anuzarg is actually just letting his opponent get a really terrible lead. Unless he picks up some pretty brutal type of tech, infestation pit, second gas. This is gonna be, oh man. This is gonna be pretty messed up. I honestly don't know what's going to happen here because, like I said, it really depends on what tech Anuzarg picks, but it has to be something super deadly because this economy Montasaurus is going to have, it will completely outstrip him in basically about a minute or two. Presuming Montasaurus' drone production is actually really good. So far, his injects have actually been okay. A little late on that second queen, though, so he's not quite able to produce everything as it comes in. Still watching for that expansion, hasn't found it yet. We have a third drone just wandering around the map right now. One ling's going to try and come up here and get a scout off. There's so much in the way of defenses here, though, that I don't think it's going to be able to see much. Gonna try and dive in right there. Bammo takes it to the face. Did he see the morphing hive? That's right, this is a morphing hive. I think Anuzarg is basically saying to himself, I'm facing someone who doesn't play Zerg very much. I'm gonna kill him with ultras. And this actually could work, because a lot of the stuff that Montasaurus is going to be capable of obtaining is going to be, maybe if he pushes hard for it, roaches, and a lot of lings. Anuzarg is going for a spire. What is he trying to do? I was going to say, I would have been pretty sold on the idea of ultras right now. There's a spore crawler. Anuzarg, what are you doing? Why all the spines, though? Are we seeing someone on tilt right now? Is that what this is? Like, is he just basically flipping a table? I don't know. Maybe he wants to go for Swarm House. Anyway, his opponent is getting a lair. And he's going to get a third hatchery. He's basically just playing normally. Maybe a little bit slower than normal, but nonetheless, he's not doing anything strange. So the question is, what is Anuzarg's plan? Sperda thinking this is a Manbon style play. Very well could be. Manbon is not actually a Zerg player. So I imagine when he does play Zerg, it has interesting results such as this. There's the Ultralisk Cavern. Good. Okay. I didn't call that wrong. I was right about that, but what is this for? He can't do both of these. He can't go Spire and Ultra, or you will just not have gas. He's going to actually only have gas for 2 Ultras. It's going to be Ultra Ling. Or he can go and get 3 Mutalisks, which I don't really think is what we're going to see. He can afford 1 Ultra now, and then he'll get the second one as soon as he hits 200 gas. What I would find really funny, though, is if this Ultra was actually stuck in there because of that Spine Crawler. I don't think that'll happen, but it could. It has a very large model relative to everything else. There's the 2 Ultralisks. Double Spire. So Montasaurus' intention was to go into Mutalisks here, which could work out for him, as long as he doesn't lose all of his hive tech. All of his lair tech up here. 3 drones coming down to deal with this Ling right here. They do, in fact, win that fight, no surprise. And here come the Ultralisks. So far, Montasaurus is, in fact, in the dark about this. But he's sending him right there. Can Montasaurus actually see that? I don't think he could. Just barely out of his vision. Still nothing yet. Here comes Corruptors. Corruptors and Mutalisks. So, or rather, Mutalisks. I guess he's going Ultra Corruptor. This could work out. Unfortunately, he's going to have anti-air well in advance of when these will get there. This is like going fast carrier, guys, unfortunately. It just loses to a lot of things. To make things even worse, Anuzarg is now supply blocked. Because that 3rd Ultra. This can do a lot of damage, though. Like, the Mutalisks will take forever to kill these things. How much will he have in time? Here they come. He's got 7, 8 left. And the Ultralisks just go back home. Not necessarily a bad choice, but Anuzarg is probably hopelessly behind now. It's 61 drones to 24. He's got a Corruptor and 3 Ultralisks. Versus what is going to be a Mutalisk ball pretty shortly here. He's actually moving around the map and getting ready to attack him. He's actually checking some pretty awkward locations first before he does this. There's an Overseer Cocoon right there. So I guess you guys know now that if you see your opponent go for 3, you see 3 Ultras in his base, he probably doesn't have much else. Probably doesn't have much else at this point in the game if he hasn't expanded. Oh my goodness. Well, here comes the attack. We have Mutalisks coming out here, and he knows about the Ultras, so he's probably just going to attack. And for some reason, the Ultralisks are here to offer themselves to the Mutalisks. Ugh, these can't really do anything here. On the one hand, the Mutalisks will take 5 minutes to kill these things, but they can... oh yeah, Spore Crawlers are really good against those things. I guess Montasaurus he can just rely on Montasaurus just suiciding them in here. It's going to lose his natural, though. Again, the Ultralisks have come down here for some reason. Now they're going to run away. Oh, but thankfully Montasaurus wasn't paying too close attention to that. He could actually get a lot of damage with these things done. Back home. 3 more Corruptors coming out. It's going to be a total of 5. These do pretty well, actually, against Mutalisks. Especially in these kinds of numbers. By these kinds of numbers, we mean really tiny numbers. Or not? Do these things have upgrades? Yeah, they do. They go 1-1 over the 0-0. Well, that is going to be a factor. Plus, they were kind of fighting one by one. He's done enough damage to them, though, that there's just not going to be any... Like, there's no way they can harass the main base. The real question is, can he actually get any damage done with these Ultralisks back home? And to be honest, I think the answer is no. He's just going to fight the Roaches and the Queens one-on-one. Defenses have finished. There's already Mutalisks back home. And pretty much just a matter of time. Now we have a huge wave of Lings that are killing a larva for some reason. Now they're going to run up here. We did lose the rest of the Mutalisks that were attacking this location because Spine Crawlers are amazing. Spore Crawlers are amazing. But that is a lot of Lings. And there's really not much here to deal with that. Anuzarg saying, oh no. GG.